Chapter 13, No Luck. After 15 minutes, Chase, Liberty and Sky arrived at Foggy Bottom, but to their surprise, it actually wasn't very foggy, and they also noticed the town looked a lot more clean. Chase, I guess Humdinger no longer being the mayor was a good thing for this town. Sky, okay guys, we should be approaching his old hideout right around here. Chase, Sky and Liberty then parked their vehicles quietly. They didn't want to attract any attention in case Mayor Humdinger was there inside. Chase, as Marshall would used to say, quiet as a mouse. Chase, Sky and Liberty then went on top of a boulder, and Chase then tried to send out his drone to go look inside the lair. Chase, Bark's drone. Chase's drone went out of his pup pack and went inside the small hole that was in the lair, and it searched around it, but to Chase's disappointment, it didn't find anything. Chase, my drone is not finding anything. Sky, let's check inside to be sure. The trio then went inside the lair. Chase, be careful, there can still be traps. The pups then started searching and sniffing, but of course, then Chase started sneezing heavily. Chase, sneezing ate you. Sky, oh, yeah, I forgot you were allergic to them. Liberty, allergic to what? Sky, Chase has cat allergies, one sniff of them, and he sneezes for about 2 minutes straight. 1. Chase, really, it's not that ate you. Bad. Sniffling. Liberty, I have something that may temporarily stop your sneezing. Liberty then pulled out from her pup pack a sock, and put on Chase's nose. Chase, sniffs, yeah, this is better, thanks. Hey, Liberty, where did you find this sock? Liberty, no need to question that, we'll sniff, and you just search. 7. Chase, okay. The trio then continuously searched the former mayor's former lair. Sky, this place is really dusty as well, seems like no one found it or came here in a while. Much to the group's disappointment, they searched the whole lair and couldn't find anything. Chase, nothing. Dang it. Liberty, Mayor Humdinger must have not come here then. Chase, yeah, but where else would he go? Sky, I don't know, but hey, let's ask some of Mayor Humdinger's family members, they might know where he has gone. Chase, good idea, although, I don't think they would be too pleased with us calling them in the middle of the night. Liberty, Chase, who cares if they're not going to like it? These are our friends, our family that we are talking about. Give them a call. Chase, all right, I will. Chase then used his pup tag to call Mayor Humdinger's mom, but her phone was turned off. Chase, his mom's phone is turned off, let me try calling someone else. Chase then tried calling Mayor Humdinger's cousin, the cheetah. You'll also like 33.4K312. Chase, her phone's ringing. Let's see if she'll answer. Meanwhile, the cheetah was very angry about being disturbed by her phone in the middle of the night while she was sleeping at her home, but answered it anyway. The cheetah, who the hell is calling me past midnight? 1. Chase, cheetah, this is Chase. The cheetah, are you? Why are you calling me? Chase, look, don't be angry, I just wanted to ask you a question. The cheetah, I'm trying to sleep. Can't you ask me tomorrow? Chase, I'm sorry, but this is urgent. Have you heard or seen Mayor Humdinger lately? The cheetah, you mean my cousin? No, I haven't seen him, I haven't heard from him since he's been put to jail. Why are you asking me such a question? Chase, well, he kinda got out of jail somehow. The cheetah was surprised to hear that news. The cheetah, really? How? Chase, that's something even we're trying to figure out. He took most of our friends and family. The cheetah, well, I'm sorry for that, but I can't help you, I really need to get back to sleep. The cheetah then hung up her phone. Liberty, what do we do now? Chase, let's give this one more effort, let's ask Harold. Chase then tried calling Harold by his pup tag. Chase, his phone's also ringing. A few seconds later, Harold picked up the phone, and surprisingly, he was still awake and not sleeping. Harold, hello, who is calling me this late? Chase, hello Harold, this is Chase. Harold, oh, it's you, why are you calling me at 2 a.m.? 1. Chase, we were wondering if you have heard or seen Humdinger for the past few days. Harold, well, how am I supposed to know? He's in jail. Chase, Harold, your uncle escaped. Harold, surprised really? What happened? Chase, well, your uncle took most of our friends, and we wanted to know if you have heard or seen him lately. Harold, no, he hasn't called me or visited me, I'm sorry, I can't help you, I've got to go, I'm working on my next invention. Chase, okay, wait, what's your next invention? Harold, mischievous chuckling, that's something you'll know about later, anyway, got to go. Harold then hung up. Chase, come on Chase, think. Liberty, Chase, it's getting really late, and me and Sky are tired, I think we should rest for one night, and then plan what we should do tomorrow. Chase, no, we can't give up now. We've got to keep searching. Sky, Chase. Liberty's right, if we keep endlessly searching without having much information, we'll be exhausted tomorrow, it's better that we get some rest, and come with full energy and focus tomorrow, so then we can help save Ryder and the rest of our friends. Chase really wanted to make sure that Ryder and the other pups were fine, but at the same time, Sky was right about it being too late, and he was pretty tired himself. Chase, Sky's alright, let's head back to the lookout. Chase, Sky and Liberty then exited the lair, got inside their vehicles, and headed back towards the lookout, and 15 minutes later, they arrived, and they parked their vehicles, and took off their gear. Liberty, mind if I crash here tonight? Sky, do you even have to ask? Smiling. The trio then went inside the lookout, and they locked the lookout doors to make sure they had no visitors in the middle of the night, then they each laid down on their own sofa, and got their own blankets to cover them as they turned the lights inside the lookout off too. Liberty, this place is really cozy. Chase, smiles, well, I'm glad you like it. Sky, good night Liberty, good night Chase. Yawning. Chase and Liberty, good night, Sky. Chase, good night, Liberty. Liberty, good night to you too, Chase. The three pups then closed their eyes, and Sky and Liberty almost immediately fell asleep, but Chase was still awake, worried about how Ryder and his dog-napped friends were doing. Chase, I hope you're all right, good night, guys. Thinking about them. Chase then finally closed his eyes, and after a few minutes, fell asleep too. Chapter 14, Trapped. It was morning now in a mysterious place. The dog-napped PAW patrol pups were starting to wake up in a room, and they all were confused about how it looked. Plus. Marshall, where are we? Mayor Humdinger, you're in my new lair. Plus. Mayor Humdinger then appeared right outside of the room where the pups were. Rubble, Humdinger? Why did you bring us here? Mayor Humdinger, oh really? You're really that clueless? Let me spell it out for you. You guys ruined my spotlight in Adventure City, and I tried to make a name for myself for putting the adventure into Adventure City. But of course, like you pesky pups always do, you get into my business, and stick your noses in and ruined everything that I had planned, and got me arrested in jail, so I figured, if I can't run away from you guys, then the only way I can get things done my way, is to keep you guys away from doing anything to stop me. Plus. Zuma, wait, that's not all of us here. Where are Ryder, Chase, and Sky? Mayor Humdinger, well, me, my guys and my kitties couldn't find them, although I really wished we did, but your master is right there. Mayor Humdinger then pointed to another room opposite to them that they saw, and they saw Ryder, tied up on a chair. Rocky, we'll save you, Ryder. Ryder, no pups, don't, you're gonna. Ryder couldn't warn his pups on time. As the pups tried to dash across the door into the room where Ryder was, they got electrocuted immediately, and fell to the ground, already exhausted. Mayor Humdinger, laughing, did you really think you were going to get away just like that? I've replaced your collars with electromagnetic collars and installed this electromagnetic door, so if any of you pups try to escape or get past this door, you can't, because you will constantly get electrocuted. 7. Ryder, you're not going to get away with this, Mayor Humdinger, the other pups are going to find us. Mayor Humdinger, laughing hysterically, ha ha ha, find you. You're funny, I used a special spray that completely got rid of my scent, so there is no way that those pups can track me, and if they somehow do, I'll have my kitties, and Butch and Reuben guarding the place, so, you might as well give up. It's game over, PAW Patrol. Your days of saving other people's lives in Adventure Bay and beyond is over. Ryder and the pups were shocked. For once, Mayor Humdinger was actually one step ahead of them, and despite how bad it looked, they still had hope and full faith in their other pups to help find them and save them. Chapter 15, An Unlikely Alliance. It was now daytime in Adventure Bay, as the sun now rose, and in the lookout, Chase was in the middle of a dream, where he was reunited with Ryder and all of his other friends in the lookout as they hugged in a group. But as soon as that happened, Chase woke up from his dream, and to his disappointment, only saw Sky, who was also slowly starting to wake up. Plus. Sky, good morning, Chase. Yawning. Chase, stretches, good morning, Sky. Sky, wait, where's Liberty? Liberty then appeared with Robodog, who had 3 dog bowls and breakfast for them ready. Liberty, good morning, you too. I woke up a bit earlier, and I decided to help you guys out by programming this robotic pup of yours. What's his name? Chase, Robodog. Liberty, right, I programmed Robodog here, to set up your breakfast. Chase, hey, I'm supposed to be the one that wakes up early. Sky and Liberty laughed, and Chase chuckled as well. Chase, well, we still have to brush our teeth, but thanks. Liberty, anytime, anyway, I'm just going to check the news really quickly. Liberty then used a remote to switch channels until she got to the Adventure City News 1. Marty Muckraker, I'm Marty Muckraker reporting for Adventure City News, and former Mayor Humdinger, who was supposed to appeal in court today, did not show up and is nowhere to be found. Adventure City police are currently looking for him in the city. Liberty then turned off the TV. Liberty, ugh, seriously. They are this late to find out about this. Sighs, oh well, at least I know the Adventure City police are very alert, so, if Mayor Humdinger did head back there, they definitely would have found him by now. Chase, so, he must have gone somewhere else with our friends. Sky, but where? Where else could he have gone? Chase, I don't know, but I think I know a couple of pups who can help us out. Chase then used his pup tag to call Everest, and she was very much awake, just finishing her breakfast. 4. Chase, Everest, are you there? Everest, oh, hi Chase, how's it going? Chase, okay, but we need your help? Everest, what's wrong? Chase, Mayor Humdinger took Ryder, and all of my other PAW patrol friends in the lookout except for Sky, and we need your help to search the mountains around you, just in case Mayor Humdinger might have decided to stay in any of the places there. Everest, he escaped from jail. Chase, yeah. Everest, well, you got it. Ice or snow, I'm ready to go. Hangs up, sorry Jake, I've got to go help a friend. Jake, alright, no problem, make sure you come back for lunch though, good luck Everest. Everest then hung up the call, and got into her pup pack and her snowplow, and started it up, and headed to search around the mountains. Chase, I'm also going to contact Tracker. Liberty, are they members I haven't met yet? Chase, yeah. Liberty, oh, I can't wait to meet them. Chase, oh trust me, you're going to love them. Chase then used his pup tag to call Tracker, who was sleeping in his Jeep, and woke up to the call, and answered it. Chase, oh, did I disturb you? Sorry Tracker. Tracker, no Chase, don't worry amigo, it's fine. Yawning, so, how are you? Chase, good, but we need your help. Tracker, what is it Chase? Chase, Mayor Humdinger had taken Ryder and almost all of my other pup friends in the lookout, and we need your help to search the jungle just in case he is hiding there. Tracker, Humdinger? Did he escape? Chase, yep. Tracker, okay, you've got it Chase, I'm all ears. Tracker then started up his Jeep, and headed to search areas around the jungle, to find that mischievous former mayor. Sky, what do we do in the meantime? 18. Chase, after we have our breakfast, let's head to City Hall to look at the security cameras overnight. We might be able to spot out Humdinger taking our friends with that, and hopefully, find out where he took him. Liberty, good plan. After Chase, Sky and Liberty brushed their teeth, and ate their breakfast, they got into their vehicles, started them up, and headed towards Town Hall, and after 5 minutes, they arrived, and the mayor greeted them. Mayor Goodway, I heard about what happened last night, is everything okay? Chase, I'm sure it will be, may we please look at last night's security cameras from this town? Mayor Goodway, sure, come on in. The trio got off of their vehicles, and the mayor showed them to a room which had security cameras around. Mayor Goodway, here you go pups. I hope this helps. Chase, thanks Mayor Goodway, we've got it from here. Mayor Goodway nodded, as she left the room. Chase, alright, now, let's see what we got here. Chase then rewind the camera's time all the way to the previous night, and sure enough, after a few tries, Chase found Mayor Humdinger's limousine outside their lookout, and Humdinger himself. Chase, aha. And there's the bastard himself. 2. And Chase also saw how he and his henchmen knocked all of his friends out, and took them inside the limousine, but then, to the trio's confusion, Mayor Humdinger's limousine just disappeared. Sky, where did it go? Liberty, his limousine must have something called cloaking mode on it. Chase, so, he went invisible? Liberty, I assume so. Chase, Sky, and Liberty continued looking at the different angles for hours, to see if they could find or spot anything new, but with no luck. Then, all of a sudden, Everest called him, the trio got excited as Chase picked up the call. Chase, hey Everest, any luck finding Humdinger or our friends? Everest, no, sorry Chase, I've searched everywhere and where I live, I couldn't find them anywhere. Chase, sighs alright, thanks for trying though Everest. Everest, no problem buddy. Everest then hung up the call, and then almost immediately, Tracker started calling, and then the other pups got their hopes up again. Chase, maybe Trackers had better luck. Chase then picked up the call. Chase, Tracker. Have you found Humdinger or our friends? Tracker, lo siento, I'm sorry Chase, I couldn't find them anywhere. Chase, sighs thanks for helping Tracker. Tracker, no problem, I've got to go, Carlos is probably looking for me. Tracker then hung up the call, as Chase, Sky and Liberty looked at each other in discouragement. Sky, what else can we do? Chase, I don't know. Maybe I can help you guys. The trio of pups turned around, and they saw a man, but Chase and Sky immediately recognized who it was. Chase, Jason? What are you doing here? Jason, look, Chase, I know I'm probably the last person that you want to see right now, but I wanted to make it up for you, I heard what you guys said earlier. Liberty, were you eavesdropping on us? Jason, no need to question that, what matters is, I think I know a way that I can help you guys find your missing friends, if you let me help you, of course. Chase thought about it, he was still very mad at Jason for what he did, and he really just wanted to pounce on him and attack him. However, Chase knew his standards, and he could genuinely tell that he wanted to help, and Sky and Liberty were looking at Chase, hoping for his approval. Chase, alright Jason, you want a chance to start clean with me? Jason nodded. Chase, alright, I'll give you another chance. Liberty and Sky smiled. Chase, we also could use some extra help right now, so how can you help us? Chapter 16, The Rescue Plan. Chase, Sky, Liberty and Jason huddled up. Jason, so, I have a friend of mine who works in the U.S. Army, and he usually helps me out. Chase, okay, does your friend have anything that can help us? Jason, yes, see, there is a certain device in the Army's camp that allows you to see invisible vehicles' tread marks and everything about where it went, so, if my friend can give you guys permission to look into that device, we can track that limousine and find out where Mayor Humdinger went and where he is holding the rest of your friends. 2. Chase, wait, why do we need his permission? I have a sergeant officer rank in the police academy, will that help? Jason was surprised and impressed Chase had that rank. Jason, actually, yes, well, let's go to the U.S. Army's base, only downside is that it's a bit far away, so you guys have to be prepared for a long ride. Sky, we have a flying vehicle called the Air Patroller that should be able to get us there quickly. Jason, can the Air Patroller hold more than 3 pups? 2. Chase and Sky looked at each other and rolled their eyes. Chase and Sky, of course. Liberty, well then, what are we waiting for, let's go to the Army base. All 4 of them left City Hall. Chase, thanks Mayor Goodway. Mayor Goodway, anytime PAW patrol. The group got inside their vehicles, and they all headed to the lookout. After a few minutes, they arrived. Chase, Robodog, start up the Air Patroller. Robodog then started the Air Patroller's engines as he, Sky, Liberty and Jason all buckled up, but then Chase realized something. Chase, Robodog stop. Robodog stopped the engines. Liberty, what is it Chase? Chase, I'll tell you what's wrong, Sky. Do you remember what Ryder said about Robodog? Sky then realized. Sky, oh, yeah. Chase, Robodog hasn't been fully optimized yet to fly the Air Patroller. Jason, don't worry, I've practiced a lot on Flight Simulator before, I think I can fly this thing. 4. Chase, are you sure? Jason, positive. Jason then got into the cockpit, started up the engines of the air patroller, and took off, and they started flying. Chase, not bad for a first-timer. Jason, thanks. Jason then set up the air patroller's coordinates to the Army's base, as the air patroller started flying in its direction.